brilliant night's sleep last night. Start in the morning with some brekkies and putting my socks on. Before I do that, I'm going to take some of this. This is a powder called Blistex, and I put it in my socks yesterday and didn't have any problems with blisters. Just decanted it into a little container. So last night was really dark when I set up. This is my setup here this morning. I'm in this yew tree wood. It's not a yew trees, I just had to be careful because a lot of the stuff above me is pretty dead, but found a spot anyway. I was going to look at something on top of Winchester Hill, but there were sheep there and it's a protected area, so I didn't want to camp in that area. But let me just take you around it. From the background it might look like my tent's actually on a hill, but come around this way. See, I found this little dugout just behind this tree. There's a little dugout which gave me a tiny little piece of flat ground, just enough to get the tent on, barely. So got that little spot and very happy with it. There's my little tent. It's a Robin's Starlight 2. It's actually quite a heavy tent. It's about 2.5 kilos, but that's what I've got for now, so that's what I'm using. And there's my setup inside. I've got my Snugpack Elite 2, my Expert down mat to keep me warm. I don't need anything underneath it because it's a down mat. Cheapy pillow, and that was very comfy last night. Now it's time for breakfast. I've got an all-day breakfast ready meal, and I've got a flameless ration heater to heat it up with. So I'm going to get that going while I take my tent down. Time to get that breakfast on. It's a bit warmer. So here we've got the flameless ration heater. And there's the little heater pad. Just tear off the top. There's my rubbish bag. So that goes in the rubbish bag. My all-day breakfast goes inside this heater. And then there is the heater pad, and when you put it down you lie the heater pad underneath. And now we just need to put some water in, and that will activate. That's fine. It doesn't take much water, it's just up to the line at the bottom. The line is 1 inch from the bottom, and then on this pad it's got a little sticky tab over there, which is our closing seal. There's our little sticky tab. Fold the heater over, stick it in place, and we'll just lie it there. And in about 2 minutes it'll activate, and we'll leave it there for another 10 minutes or so. So that can be fine, that'll just stay there. And while my breakfast gets ready, I can pack up my tent. You can see it's now activated and steaming nicely. That will carry on heating and steaming my food now for another 10 minutes, and that should be ready. So the food's ready, got most of my stuff packed. It's nice and hot. We won't need the water out of that. That can go in the bin. The rubbish. And my ready meal is ready to eat. So it's just a couple of tabs. Oh, beans and sausages. Hot beans and sausages. Give me energy to fix up the tent, put that away, and then I can get on my way. And I think I'll have a nice hot cup of coffee on my walk if I can find a bench. So I'm just on the other side of Winchester Hill now. The plan is to go from here to Queen Elizabeth Country Park. So that's 8 miles. I think there's a tea shop in between, which will be nice. I'm a great believer in wet wipes. I think anyone who's had a child will know that wet wipes are the answer to everybody's problem. And what's great is you can put them in a little bag of 15 wet wipes, and it only weighs a couple of grams. It's really light and no washing up. Anyway, as you can see, I've left no trace. 8 miles to go, and soon I'll stop for a cup of tea. Yeah, leaving Windsor Hill now. I give you a bit of a view behind me. Very beautiful. Does look a little bit smoggy today, but really beautiful view down there. Well, you can't complain about the views. Absolutely stunning. And there's the sun just risen. So I've just noticed I've dropped my attachment to my selfie stick, and it could be anywhere up there. So I think I'll just drop my case quickly and take a run back up there to see if I can see it. This beautiful little village is Meon Springs, and let's have a look at the sign up ahead. That says refreshments. So I think I'm on my way to see if it's open, and good luck to me. Just stopped at Meon Springs, got myself a Coke and a bag of crisps, and they were very nice. Let me charge up my phone there. Hi there, just about to crest Salt Hill, probably about 1 kilometre or 3/4 of a mile of really steep uphill. Been taking a break every 50 yards or so. But there's the crest, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's on the other side. So I reached the top of Salt Hill, and what's at the top? Not a view, but a hang glider club, and a bunch of guys here in the background flying their hang gliders. And there's the view from the other side of Salt Hill. Very beautiful. Excuse the hand, but I couldn't find my selfie stick attachment. I found a little field where I can take a seat and just have a cup of coffee. I've got some ground coffee in a bag. It's quite good. I got 18 packets of this for about £3 at Sainsbury's. I've got my Toke 750 can, but the most important, got my little Primus, and I've got a Vango stove. It's not an expensive one, but it works really well. It's not too heavy, but very stable. I got my tea on the boil, I got my snacks, and I think it's just time for a relax. I think I'm going to get home and buy myself another attachment for my phone so I can video properly. So it looks like we've got a boil there. Looking good, we can turn that off. And while I've got that, I'll show you my windbreak. Just made out of a tinfoil presentation tray that you'll get at any supermarket. Just cut out into a rectangle and fold it over at the edges so it doesn't cut anyone. And I just popped a few holes in it just for aeration. Weighs nothing, and I just roll it up like this. So just roll it up into a tight little ball the size of my eye. And it weighs absolutely nothing, just a piece of tin foil. I know there are some titanium ones out there that really look good, so I suppose that's another option. So for those of you who like a strong cup of coffee, I popped 2 tea bags in there, and you can see it really is strong. Just past Leyden Park Sustainability Centre. It's a natural burial ground, and they had a little coffee shop there. They had a rubbish bin, which I finally threw all my rubbish away. I've been carrying it for miles. And they had fresh water. So I've got about 1 mile left, just a bit ahead on the road. I'll be turning down that side. You can hear the A3 in the background, and all the forest there is Queen Elizabeth Country Park. And that's where I'll end for today. So I found myself a tree, some shade, and a view. Time for lunch. So for lunch, I've got last night's toffee pudding, which I was too tired to make last night, and maybe something to drink. And the wind is really strong up here on top of the hill, so we can give the windbreak a good test. So we've got that dessert going nicely, the windbreak's working really nicely, and the view is really beautiful. Except for the parked cars. Ow, 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 ow. So there it is, toffee pudding in toffee sauce. It looks delicious. Maybe. Let me give it a taste and see what happens. Quite a hard cake. Got a piece off. So there's my toffee pudding. It's very rich, but it's actually just what you need. It's actually delicious. So I will eat that and leave you guys till later. Well, I'm sorry to say, I just couldn't finish that dessert. It was far too rich for me. Toffee pudding in toffee sauce. It's a no-go. So behind me you can see the A3 main road down to Portsmouth from London, and my bus should be on there somewhere, hopefully. I've just got to find the bus stop. Made it. So my next video hopefully will be the next section, which will be from Queen Elizabeth to Amberley. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Get out there and stay safe. God bless.